Hey there guys, I'm Reiew, and this is Cigar TV. And on today's episode of Cigar TV, we are doing another cigar review. On today's episode, we are doing a review over the Querida cigar. Now, personally, I don't usually buy this cigar in large quantity or in single sticks by themselves, just because they're a little bit higher on the price range, and I usually go for stuff that's more reasonably priced, but it's still a good cigar, and every once in a while I will get them. Um, so yeah, here's the cigar in question. It has a Maduro wrapper on it. It has tobacco from Nicaragua. It's full strength, and this is a Robusto size cigar. So, those are some of the base facts behind the cigar, some of the basic, criterias of the cigar, I guess you could say. So, let's get into this cigar and see what type of flavors we have. But, you know what, before we do that, if you take a look at this band, you can tell that it is gold with dark blue, and interestingly enough, around the edges on both top and bottom, it's kind of spiky. So, with it being kind of spiky like that, it almost reminds me of back in art class or something, how you would take those specially designed scissors, to cut out different shapes and stuff on paper. That kind of reminds me of those types of scissors, and I'm kind of wondering if that's how they did that or not. But I'm pretty sure that they have a more uh, technological way that they did that. Although I do think that's pretty cool to be able to do that with the bands, or to have done that with the bands, because that's just something that kind of sets it apart, to be honest. So let's get into the flavors of the cigar and or go from there. So right off the bat, there is you can tell that it's full flavored, full strength. Um, there is let's see, how do I describe it? There's almost no in particular flavor, but at the same time there is almost like a heat type of flavor, almost like um, eating something that's been grilled, I guess you would say. Excuse me, that kind of went down the wrong pipe just then. Um, yeah, uh, almost like if you were cooking out on the grill. How whenever you cook the meat on the grill, you can kind of taste still with the food being freshly off the grill. How you can still taste some of that heat. That's kind of what I'm tasting. Also, it has a kind of a bitterness taste to it. Um, it's not overpowering, but you can tell that it's there on the back taste or the aftertaste. Hmm. Yeah. And I think there's also some type of a powdery taste to it as well. But nothing that really stands out overall. It's a full strength cigar, but the flavors to it, it's very mellow. Almost flavorless, if you would say, but there's still a flavor to it. It's kind of strange to describe. I guess the best way for one to uh, experience it themselves and see what they come up with on the flavor and what they taste. Uh, I would also say there's probably like a slight nutty taste to it, but I could be mistaken on that, to be honest. But yeah, it is a nice cigar. It burns pretty good. It's a little uneven right now, but most of the time it burns evenly. Those ashes right there are nice compacted together. I kind of knocked some off, so it kind of catered in just a little bit, but not by much. Um, the draw through the cigar itself is, I would say, decent. It's not bad, but it's not the best. It's a little stiff of a draw, but other than that, it's pretty easy to draw the smoke through the cigar and all that. Another thing I would like to point out is the fact that the bands, whenever you get it, they're not put on very tightly, so you can just kind of pull them off if you're one of those people who don't like to have the bands on the cigars whenever you smoke them, or whenever it gets down to a certain point, if you like taking them off, but you don't want to like rip it off or anything like that, because maybe you save the cigar bands and you make pictures out of them. I know that's what I do. I don't know if that's what y'all do, but if so, that's pretty cool. I have like a huge collection of cigar bands from multiple cigars that I've smoked over the years and all that. So yeah, it's a pretty fun hobby. But yeah, the bands themselves aren't on the cigars that tightly, and you can just easily slide them on or off the cigar, depending on how you like to smoke them. So yeah, if you take a look at the wrapper there, you can kind of see that there's some veins showing, but not a whole lot. The leaf itself is slightly oily, but not overly oily. Alright, so getting on to the next part of the video is showing you the box that it came in. Overall, the box itself is pretty plain. It's nothing too spectacular, but it's still a nice looking box. So, here you go. Nice wood, metal fastenings up front, and the hinges in the back. On the bottom, you got some, like the UPC and all that, and then just some stuff right there, like information about the product and stuff, but yeah. Also, you have this cool sticker, or sticker seal, that they put around the box. It goes from the middle of the back of the box here, and it wraps all the way around to the lid. Almost to the middle of the lid, but not quite there. It stops shortly underneath the design on the lid here. This is a box of 20. And on the inside, it's pretty normal on the inside too. But yeah, it's a nice cigar. Nothing really stands out about the cigar or the way it's displayed. Mainly, it has its reputation for being a good cigar to smoke. whether you're a novice cigar smoker or you're a seasoned cigar smoker. It's one of those cigars that you can pick up and smoke and feel fine with whatever you're smoking it with. It's has a little bit of flavor to it, but nothing that I can really depict out of this cigar, uh, which is unusual because most of the time the cigars I smoke have more flavors to depict out of them, but this one is, everything is very mellow on it. Very mellow. I will say this: once you get it going, get to puffing and stuff, it is a pretty smoky cigar. So yeah, and with this box order or purchase of this box, you also got a statue of a Sasquatch smoking a cigar. I'll go ahead and show you that right now. Here you go. The detail on the Sasquatch is pretty good. I like it a lot. One of the reasons I bought this in particular box, not because of anything else really, I actually just really wanted the Sasquatch, but it is still a good cigar, and I would have bought it eventually to do a review on it. So yeah, everything together, the whole box purchase and everything like that, it comes out to about $170 when you buy the box wholesale. And usually this cigar I've seen personally in shops about $10-15 depending on where you go. It just really depends on where you go for this cigar. But yeah, other than that, that's all I really have for this review. I'm gonna continue enjoying this cigar. And yeah. So if you like this video and would like to see more videos like this one, please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to stay up to date on all my upcoming videos and content. If you have any questions about this cigar or any questions about anything else, just leave them down in the comments below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Also, if you have any future topics for review on this channel, tips, tricks, what have you, please leave them down in the comments as well, and I will do my best to get to those as well. And other than that, guys, I hope you stay safe out there and stay smoky.